There we go. Hey, Scott. This is Scott Jiglin. Yeah. Am I doing a Nuzlocke for Pokemon? I'm not doing a Nuzlocke. I'm doing a NC lock. Is what I'm doing. I'm here to explain that on today about what we gonna be doing with this Pokemon game that is coming out tomorrow. All right. So today I will be doing a presentation. Hey, Leon. Today I will be doing a presentation about what the fuck is actually an NC lock. Let's get into it. All right. So the objectives of today is to get some streamer background for people who are new here and don't know who I am. Ooh, y'all's a little hot in this room. Explain to you what exactly is an NC lock, what game we are playing and on what platform, establishing the NC lock rules and standards, and we're going to have a couple options for those. Going to talk about the voting system, Pokemon review, Q&A, all this other good stuff. It was clean. I'm used to it. I don't had this fan, y'all, since middle school. I think I got this at a book fair. Y'all remember when child, you remember when the book fair used to be? Yeah, book fair was that place. But yeah. And I don't know who I saw pop a fan. I don't know who I saw. I know. It was Memoirs of a Geisha. And in Memoirs of a Geisha, they do like fan work and stuff like that. So I learned how to pop a fan. Watching them, oddly enough. All right, so let's get into it, y'all. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear the music okay? Tell me what is going on with the levels. Book fairs was the shit. They had like, for us, it just felt like they just had the best stuff. Y'all let me know what's going on with the audio. I can hear you, but no music. You can't hear the music? I don't know what's because it disappeared. It literally disappeared. Um, where's the track I just select device? Let's see. If I do this, it told me no. It told me no. Which I found funny because I definitely had this situated beforehand. No matter. You going all the way to the bottom and can't nobody see you. Do I want to do it that way? I don't want to do it that way. That's not what I want to do. Delete this. I'm hearing music. That's the funny part. Move y'all up a little bit. You can tell my take your time, cause eventually, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say the hell with it and go on about my business. And go on about my business. If I do output, not LG. Whoa. Bop, 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 bop. Do y'all hear that? What does that sound like? Stop. No, not not me wrapping up the stream. I'm just saying like giving up on the whole music thing. Okay, so you can hear it. Are you hearing any doubles? Is it louder than me? Tell me something. True. First of all, I didn't read your whole message. This whole 30 minutes thing. This whole 30 minutes thing is, you're wild for that. You're wild for that. You are wild for that. Anyway, so now that y'all can hear everything, Sage saying things are, you're louder than the music. Bam. That's what we need. That's what we need. I don't know why you talk about say 30 minutes. Anyway, let's get into it. All right. So those of you who don't know, because I will be posting this on YouTube. Matter of fact, hi YouTube. Everyone say hi to YouTube. And welcome to my channel. Today we'll be discussing the NC Locke. So if you don't know me, my name is Collard. And I have not played a Pokemon game since Emerald. What does that mean? That means I don't know nothing about this new stuff y'all got going on in Pokemon. I don't know nothing about these mega evolutions that y'all was going crazy about. None of that. Nothing. I don't know anything about this city. Nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm rusty on my types. I can remember some and then guess some others, but that's about it. That's about it. So yeah, that's about it. As far as what I know, gotta be here. I appreciate that, because your girl gonna need some help. Welcome back to the Pokemon One. Thank you, Leon. All right, so the NC Locke. Now the NC Locke all started with a simple TikTok. It was just a TikTok, y'all. I had saw on TikTok people were doing like realistic Pokemon, like their realistic Pokemon team. And so I decided to also do a TikTok, but I put a little spin on it, and I was like, if you're going to do a realistic team, if I'm going to do a realistic team, it's most likely going to be Pokemon that's in my state, right? And so with the help of ChatGPT, hi AGA, aka Curly, with the help with ChatGPT, I had came up with a team. This is the team that I had came up with ChatGPT to do the TikTok. Now, if you are not familiar with the TikTok, you're going to have to head over to TikTok. My TikTok, it's Collard Game. I'm Collard Gaming everywhere. To see that TikTok and how I explain why I picked these particular Pokemon. So when I did that TikTok, I had some people in my comments saying, hey, I would like to see you run this team. Like, this team, basically where I got from it was, this team wild as hell, and I just want to see you put that. I want to see if the team gonna work, or if it don't work, whatever the case may be. So I had said, well, I would love to do that, but not. See, I knew this earring was gonna come out. Okay, it came out before stream. Anyway, but I was like, I don't even have a Nintendo. I don't have anything to like do this. And somebody from TikTok reached out to me, donated a Switch, and then somebody else said that they will buy me Pokemon Legends ZA, aka Legenza. So here we are. Now, the crazy part about this is that I cannot run this team. Right there. There we go. I cannot run this team. And the reason why I cannot run this team is because these Pokemon do not coexist in the same game. If Pokemon were alive and real and stuff like that, yes, all these Pokemon would be in North Carolina. However, they are not together in any game. Some might be with each other and stuff like that, but that's not gonna happen. So I created in my mental mind a couple of options that we can do in order to achieve the NC lock. And you guys are going to vote tonight. You're going to vote tonight which option we actually do. Okay. Let me make sure. That's what I thought. I just knew it wasn't going to start like it was supposed to. Anyway. Now, the thing about the NC lock, I can only use Pokemon that are native to regions of North Carolina. And I'm going to explain what regions are because when it comes to North Carolina, because I am under the impression that everybody who's going to be watching this is not from North Carolina and is not familiar of some of the layout and the things of North Carolina. So we're going to go over that today. But first, we're going to play, just so y'all know, reminder, for this NC lock, at least for the first one, we're going to be playing Pokemon Legends ZA, and I will be using a Nintendo Switch 1. Why is this important? Why is it important for y'all to know what game I'm playing and on platform? Now, it's important for you to know what game that I'm playing, so you know that I don't know nothing. Just so you know, I don't know anything. I do believe this game is set in a city that was in a previous Pokemon game. I didn't play that either. So if you're going to watch me play this, just know that I'm not going to be familiar with like some characters that have come back up, some Pokemon that have come back up. I'm not going to know all that. Yes, Lumio City. Why is it important for you to know what platform I'm playing on? Because I don't want nobody coming in here talking about the game look crunchy. Because it's on a Nintendo Switch 1 and not the 2. I don't want to hear that. True, you see it. They're not banned. I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say time them out, True. I ain't going to be that harsh. I'm not going to be that harsh. But I just saying, if it's crunchy, it's crunchy, and that's what it is. Now, let's go over the North Carolina regions for those who are not from North Carolina. So, North Carolina is divided by 3 regions. Now, they be trying to say it's 4 regions. They be talking about this is a region down here. We're not finna do that. It's 3. All right, so we got the west side, which is the mountains. We got central, which are the hills. Little flat, some hills and stuff like that. Not quite the mountains, not quite the other side. And then we got the eastern side, which we associate with like the coastal side, the beach side. Now, I do realize over here ain't no beach right here. But when we think about eastern North Carolina, beach. This is perfect because the reaction to the game in its entirety will be real. It will. Absolutely. First time. So, the regions that we have available to us, once again, is Western, Central, Eastern, and then we also have General. So, let me explain what General means. General means that these particular Pokemon can be found in any of these regions. Like, so, I'll give you an example. A Weedle. A Weedle can be found in any region. It's a bug. You're gonna find bugs all over here. So you're gonna find bugs all over the place. So that's what I mean by general. But all the other Pokemon would have been concentrated in these other regions, like the West, Central, and Eastern. Rules and standards. First of all, we're gonna talk about this battle system because I did a little research. You would have thought I put it to this. Thank you. The battle system is different. I should say for me, the battle system is different from what I'm used to because I told you Emerald last one, so I'm used to the turn-based stuff. But in this game it's a little different. So The point of the battles, or whatever the case may be, is for you to improve your ranking, going from Z to A. That's the point. Ranking battles happen at night, so during the day it's basically like the time when you're going to be exploring, catching Pokemon and all this other stuff, and then nighttime is the time when you are going to be doing your battles and your ranking battles. If you get enough ranking points, you get a ranking ticket. And then once you get the ticket, you get to do your big rank up battle. So you gotta battle the little NPCs first to get your points. Once you get enough points, you'll get a ticket. And then once you get the ticket, you have to go get your rank up battle so you can move along these letters. As far as we know, I still ain't seen nobody correct this yet. But as far as we know, there are no such thing as gym battles. There's no gym battles. I meant to put, but there's other battles like battling against Mega Evolutions or whatever. But there's no gym battles. It's literally these rank up battles. And y'all gonna need to know this information later. It's gonna come. I want y'all to understand that this is not a Nuzlocke. And it's not a Nuzlocke. I repeat, this is not a Nuzlocke. This is a NC lock. This is not a Nuzlocke, okay? Only thing we got, the similarity between the NC lock and the Nuzlocke is every Pokemon gonna get a nickname. And y'all can help me nickname these Pokemon. I'll give y'all a chance. Now, one Pokemon in particular, I don't need y'all help. I already know I'm gonna name them. So, like I had said before, I have came up with 2 different ways we can possibly do this NC lock, and you guys are going to vote on that. So I'm going to go through each option. So I need y'all to be paying attention. I'm going through each option, and then y'all gonna vote at the end which option we're actually going to do. All right, so option 1. The Pokemon team will be predetermined. That means when we leave here tonight, we would know who's on the team, and that's the only Pokemon that's going to be on the team. Okay? Again, every Pokemon will be named. Y'all can help me do that. We will be catching 8 Pokemon to put on the team. Hold it. I already know. We're gonna address that. We're gonna address that. But it's gonna be 8 Pokemon. And it's gonna be included in the starter. The starter is included in the 8 count. Okay? And they will be chosen from each region. So we want representation for each region for this team. The audience, you tonight, will pick the starter. You'll pick the starter. If you choose option 1, you guys will pick the starter. Now, again, we will have 8 Pokemon total on the team. However, I already know, y'all, you can only carry 6. I know you can carry 6. I know. I heard, delete your comment. I already knew. You can only catch 6, not catch 6. You can only carry 6 at a time. They would be the starting lineup. That's the starting lineup. The extra 2 will be on the bench. They would be on the bench, in the box, at the camp, whatever. Right? Now, a bench rider, though, can become a starter and vice versa. It will all depend on y'all's vote. Now, I told y'all about the battling system. We're going to talk about why the battling system is important. So, after the ticket battle, after the rank up battle, it's voting time. You guys will vote which Pokemon did the worst and going to be sent to the bench. And then you're going to vote which Pokemon is coming up off the bench. We're going to do this every time there is a rank up battle. Okay? Now, this is just an example of a team. I know I'm in the way. Let me get out the way. Just let me get out y'all way real quick. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. All right. So this will be an example of the team. This is not the team. This is not the team. Okay. This is just an example of a team. So you got 2 Pokemon representing the East, 2 representing Central, 2 representing West, and 2 that's in general. Now I want you to pay attention where Chikorita is, because Chikorita is one of the starters. Is one of the starters of this particular game. So you see, Chikorita is taking up a spot. According to ChatGPT, she just in general. She in the general category. But she is taking up a slot. And that is true for every starter. So they could be taking up a spot in the East, Central, West, whatever. They will be taking up a spot. Now, once the 8 Pokemon have been revealed to you guys, the audience will vote who would be the starter. So when I boot up this game, we already know. Now who? Not they had that part of the song. Anyway, once the Pokemon are revealed, you guys will vote who's gonna be the starting lineup. So when I turn this game on, whoever y'all voted for is gonna be in the lineup. Okay, cool. Now, at the end of the game, I come back on here now. At the end of the game, when we have our last battle, y'all will get to vote who is MVP. Okay? Now, I have already chosen the team. The team is predetermined. I already chosen the team. Now, y'all gonna choose the starter. Y'all gonna choose the starter if you pick option 1. Y'all gonna choose the starter, but I already chose the team, and the team will not be revealed unless you pick option 1. Any questions so far? Give y'all a few seconds. Nah, you ain't got no questions. Y'all understand what's going on? Not you feel like you in college. Not me being a teacher. Fun fact, I never wanted to be a teacher. Never. Kids bad. Anyway, so we don't have any questions for option 1. Let's go over option 2. Option 2 is the starter is already predetermined. That's me. I already don't pick the starter, right? But all Pokemon from all regions will be available for us to have on the team and to catch. We will go over those Pokemon in a minute. Again, every Pokemon will be named, and there will be no duplicates. No need. Before the rank up battle, the audience will vote for a Pokemon to be safe from being eliminated. AKA going back to the camp. We'll call them the fan favorite. So let's go over that again. Before the rank up battle. Well, the rank up battle, any big important battle, we'll say that. We'll say any big important battle, because if we have access to all the Pokemon, then we need to see if we can cycle a lot of these out. You see what I'm saying? So a rank up battle, a big story driven battle, because I don't know what type of other battles is going. I do know it's rank up battles, and I do know you're gonna be battling like a mega evolution. I know that much, but I don't know if there's like some extra story battles, but it's gonna count. And right before we get into the battle, I'm gonna pause the game, boop, and it's time to vote. Okay, so you're gonna vote for your fan favorite, and they will be safe for any eliminations. Well, any eliminations after the battle. After important battles, the audience would then vote who's going to get sent back to the camp. Now, you already voted for your fan favorite, so they would not be counted into this vote. They won't be counted at all. They won't be put in the vote at all because you have voted for them to be safe. Everybody else, up for grabs. Up for grabs. You don't like them. They didn't perform. Whatever the case may be, send them home. Send them home. Get sent to the box. Now, I think I don't put this in here twice somewhere. Didn't mean to. That's okay. But if we find more Pokemon that can represent, this is supposed to say North Carolina. I don't know why it says Pokemon, but if it represents North Carolina, then we'll discuss and come to the agreement if we're gonna just add them to the list. Because today I had found that ChatGPT had missed some Pokemon, which is understandable because people didn't really know. You don't have to, if you have to get the 11 and catch up, the rest of the team will be tough. Child, you think I ain't finna get some rare candies? You think I ain't gonna get no rare candies? I'm not above. But I do understand what you're saying though. But I had noticed that ChatGPT had missed out on some Pokemon, and it's that's fair because like the Pokédex wasn't out at that time. Okay, so now we finna go over what Pokemon represents North Carolina. True, I figure it out. That's for me to deal with. That ain't for y'all to deal with. Now for the West. This is what we got representing for the West. Snover and Obama Snow. I'm not gonna listen. Some of these names. A Snorunt. That whole evolution line. Yep. Onyx. Tyranitar. Aerodactyl. Zygarde. I know Zygarde is like a special Pokemon. So I guess ChatGPT was like Zygarde could go anywhere and do anything. Gumi and then Scyther. So I will be making a spreadsheet of all these Pokemon, and I will be putting it in my Discord. If you want to go to my Discord, !Discord, you should it should pop up and you should be able to get in there. If that does not work, let me know, and then I'll just later on in the stream I'll put a new fresh invite in here so you get into the Discord. But yes, so this is the Pokemon representing the West. Here is the Pokemon representing Central. Is listen, Mary, Sandal, Bunnelby, Hondor. You know, Hondor to me just look like a rock roller. Just look like a rock roller to me. Frou, which is basically some type of poodle. Litleo. Now all their pictures are not up here, I don't think, because I was like, I'm trying to find these Pokemon. He is. He right there. And then like ChatGPT was like, yeah, North Carolina got like some old stuff and some historical stuff. So most likely it's gonna be ghosts there. Most likely it's gonna be ghosts there. So I just lumped all the ghosts together that they said that would be in North Carolina. Right there in that last little thing. And I feel like for Central, I feel like we're missing some Pokemon. But again, if we come across some Pokemon that could be in North Carolina, we'll discuss that and we'll just add them to the list. True. Maybe. I don't know why. I don't know why Magikarp. I don't know why Magikarp doing that. I don't know why Magikarp doing that. Anyway, these are the Pokemon for the East, aka the Coastal. Okay, we got Magikarp, aka Gyarados. We got Staryu, Clauncher, Binnacle? I don't know. Sharpedo, Sharpit, and whatever that other name is, child. I guess I'm gonna have to start learning the names. It depends. It would depends on some options and all this other stuff. But if we get a Gengar, we'll name him Hims. We'll name him Hims. Hey, JD. Now, General got the longest list ever. It's true. I'm already past it. Very fast, but General got the most. So Pikachu whole bloodline, Arbok because we got snakes, Weedle because we got bugs. They said Eevee all of its evolutions. Um, Pinsir, Fleshling because it's a bird. And I also had saw that what is it? I'm gonna say Pidgeotto. I feel like that's wrong. But I saw that today, but that wasn't in Chat GPT didn't give me that. But I feel like it should be in there because it's what a bird. Anyway, spin art for baby because flowers and spiders and butterflies. Y'all see them, and then they basically said all the previous starters would be in North Carolina, which some of these make sense. Like Squirtle makes sense because we do have turtles. Torchic makes sense. We have chickens. I don't know about Charmander. Not 100% about Bulbasaur, but that's what it said. They in both. All the Pokemon that I have presented to you at this point is said to be in ZA. They're said to be in ZA. But also, these will be absolutely not. Absolutely not. Where is my mouse? You're rude. I'm glad this ain't gonna save on the bot. It's gonna be a whole different, probably a whole different set of music. Whole different set. Anyway, let me get this stuff back up. So they said they supposed to be in ZA, and I took the Pokemon that was supposed to be in ZA and figured out if they would be in North Carolina or not, because these are not all the Pokemon in ZA. It's so many Pokemon in ZA that is not on this list. And then again, when we have our last battle, y'all will get to choose who is the MVP. Again, I had already discussed this, but if we find any like missing Pokemon or Pokemon that possibly should be on the list, we'll just add them. Now, that's not an option for that's not a thing for option one, because again, option one, the team is already predetermined. It is what it is. For option two, though, if we're finding other Pokemon that can get on the list, we'll do that. Any questions so far? Y'all is hot in here, and for real, I have the ceiling fan on and everything, and it's hot. Y'all don't think I'm going through the change, do you? Oh, I'm cooking with these options. Thank you. I took a lot of time trying to figure it out and try to explain what I wanted to present to y'all in the easiest way possible, because sometimes I just make things a little difficult. But yeah. All right, y'all, it's that time. It's time for y'all to vote. It's time for y'all to vote. Let me go ahead and get this vote set up. Go ahead and get your points together. Oh, you got one question? What's the question? As I get this set up. Sorry, I ain't put the poll up yet. You over here trying to vote. I didn't put not one poll up yet. I'm glad you asked that. That will be revealed at the end. That will be revealed at the end. Say Tasha, Asha won. Say we got to do a proper vote. Now, if I could figure out how to do the vote, that would be awesome with it. Let me get on here. I feel like I could do it easier on phone, and I don't know why. Maybe they just made it easier on the phone. Dun, 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 dun. I don't want to start a prediction. What am I opening? It said open setup. Friend gonna say next month cause she booked and busy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. Why does it keep saying that? Where this thing at? Create new poll. There we go. Golly. Let me move this mic so I can actually type. I can actually type something. Which way will we play? Give you option one. Now this time with this vote, y'all can use just 1 point to do it. Oh, I can allow additional duration 1 minute. All right, poll should be running. y'all gotta hit the poll, not type it in the chat. Y'all gotta come on. Can y'all hear that? I guess y'all can. It's up top, Sage. All right, y'all. Stop playing. All right, y'all. So looks like option 2 won. All right. I was really surprised by that. I thought y'all was gonna make me do option 1. I thought y'all was gonna make me do option 1. No cap. No cap. Yes, Danganronpa. The first one. So Sage. So for everybody, right? When the polls, cause good thing we're doing this tonight, cause for people to get used to like polls and stuff like that, cause I'm going to be using the polls a lot throughout the gameplay. So the polls are always at the top of the chat. When I do a poll, they pop up on the top of the chat. So either if you're on your phone, computer, or whatever the case may be, the poll will be on the top. So just so you know, next time, again, you gotta use your channel points. How you get your channel points? You gotta be in the streams. That's it. All right, congratulations. We're gonna be with everybody. We got everybody. But remember, well, option 2, I get to pick the starter. Now, who's the starter? Just guess. I want y'all to guess first who y'all think the starter is. I just want y'all to guess. This should be interesting to see. who y'all think I picked for the starter? Okay, Chikorita. I heard people was hating on Chikorita. I heard they was hating on Chikorita. JD. JD, stop. You know dang well Squirt. Now in the past, Squirtle always been my guy. Squirtle has always been my guy. But y'all heard people was hating on Chikorita. Y'all better leave little green bean alone. And a leaf in it gives collard green. Okay. Absolutely every one of y'all. Absolutely every one of y'all had a different answer. Well, I'm not a big fan of Chikorita, but she would be my second choice in the game. Why y'all don't like Chikorita? What is wrong with Chikorita? I remember playing with Chikorita. So this is typically when I was in the Pokemon game. This is what I typically would do. Cause you know back then you had like one or two games and you played them bad boys over and over again. So what I would typically do, I would do my first run with a water type. And then after I finished the game, I would go back with the grass type. Oh, he was like, no, I just like water. Oh, okay. But I know some people they were just really hating on Chikorita, and I was like, I don't understand. You said I'm going with bacon. I'm going with bacon. Okay. All right, y'all. Go ahead and let y'all know who it is. It's Tay Pig. It's Tay Pig. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Cause North Carolina, stay with a hog. Stay with a hog. This is not. Y'all got to remember. This is not just about me. This is a representation of North Carolina. I can't do what I want to do and what I always want to do. Now, if y'all was to decide the starter, y'all was only gonna get two options. Y'all was gonna get Tay Pig or y'all was gonna get Totodile. Y'all wasn't even gonna get Chikorita. Cause Chikorita she don't even, she wouldn't even be growing over here, y'all. She won't even be growing here. Sir, my little small town is known for barbecue. Known from eating a pig from the rooter to the tutor. If you come to my small town, it's gonna be barbecue, centers, restaurants, everywhere. We have pig statues everywhere that is represented. Like they got them painted in different colors. They got one at Walmart in Walmart colors. We have a festival dedicated to barbecue, aka the pig. No, not running around freely, honey. They might be, cause I don't be in the woods. I don't be in the woods, cause you know I'm allergic to outside. I don't be in the woods, so they might be out there. You see, you knew that port was gonna be relative to the star. No, no, you thought I meant in the wild, and that's fine. I'm just saying I'm not in the woods to know whether or not is if they in the woods or not. I know they on these farms. I know they in these farms. We got chickens, we got cows, we got sheep, we got horses. Fun fact: as a little girl, I had a chicken as a pet. Named him Scooby Doo. Sure did. Another fun fact: it used to be um these black people, they used to just ride their horses in the street. Now, mind you, that's legal. Horses are a form of transportation. They just ride them up and down the street. It's a gator somewhere out here in the Jersey somewhere. Oh my goodness. So just so you guys know how I got this whole thing. Now, it may be a little different for your area, your state. I'm not sure where absolutely everyone is from. Um, but for me, I took, hold on, let me get the thing for y'all. Yep, it was this one. Or, it was this one. I took this website that said that these were the Pokemon that were going to be, um, that was going to be in, in this Pokemon game in Legend ZA, and I asked ChatGPT to, like, if Pokemon were real, what Pokemon would be in the state of North Carolina, and um use this website to gather that information. And so it looked at the website, got the information, and I also had it divided into different regions. Again, I don't know how other people's states are divided up in. If you're divided up in different regions or whatever the case may be, if there's anything significant in that way. But yeah, I'm not bringing up this whole combo. But that's just legit what I did, and it just listed it out, and then, like, I looked at them, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. It even gave me, like, I'll show you. Hell, I'll show you. You must be from Lexington, because that's the Tapir choice. So let me let me get this set up. Well, I'll finish this out, and then I'll show you the I'll show you the conversation. Um, but before we go anywhere, is there any questions? Actually, we're gonna skip over that because you already asked this questions. You asked about the schedule. I think I need to move for this. I think I need to move this. Let me click this. Yeah. So, just so y'all know the schedule, the Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be for Silk Song, because we still playing that out. We still, we still playing Silk Song. But on Sundays, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be Pokemon Day. That would be Pokemon Day. I picked Sunday because Sunday is when I usually have the most time. Um, so I figured Pokemon would probably need Silk Song probably need more time. To be honest, Silk Song might need more time, but we not gonna give Silk Song more time. We about to give Pokemon more time, and then when we finish up Silk Song, we'll I'll let y'all know what Wednesdays is looking like. If I'm just putting more Pokemon out there, or or it'll be a whole different game. It's probably gonna be a whole different game. I just thought about Dispatch is coming out on the 22nd, and y'all voted for that. So yeah, Sundays are for Pokemon.